Good morning. Chirasi proudly presents Banking Series number 14, Senior Citizens and Time Deposits. Rajendran Sivaramapillai, formerly advisor bank frauds, economic offences. This video is meant for all senior citizens who invested their hard-earned retirement funds in financial institutions like banks, cooperative societies, and post offices as term deposits, professional bankers retired or in active service, number 3, tax consultants, auditors, and legal experts. Cruelty of fate. Never imagine that during service, when I have thoroughly investigated so many high-value transactions, bank frauds and economic offences, now when pushed to my sofa, almost as a skeleton, called upon to explain high-value transactions in my own bank accounts during the financial year 2024-25. Interested to know who is at fault, or is it skeleton from my cupboard? Let us see now. Facts of the case. When retired in 2015, kept some amount in special fixed deposit, earning a monthly income of say around rupees 18,000 or so, and a taxable income of rupees 2.16 lakhs, and unfortunately this 18,000 rupees got reduced to almost 12,335 because of the drastic reduction in rate of interest on term deposits, and the senior citizens were affected the most. Now, the situation is, bank has declared in annual information statement that I have purchased time deposits of nearly 48.61 lakhs as high value transactions during the financial year 2024-25. Is it truth or half truth? Truth is unpalatable. Initially, in February 2015, when retired on superannuation in January, we pooled and clubbed over leftover money from retirement benefits and from that of wife's savings. We made a joint deposit as husband and wife ERS to protect us like an umbrella during rainy days. Now I have raised some technical questions. Number 1, guidelines of RBI. RBI has categorically stated that joint deposits both are with either our survivor or all or anyone or survivor. The money belongs to both or all. And so, consent of all required during the tenure for any change, and even if death occurs, prior consent should have been obtained for premature closure at the time of opening the deposits. This is as per Master Circular number RBI 2014-15/29 UPD.BBD BCP MC number 13/13010000 2014-15 July 1, 2014. Now my first question is interest on term deposits. It is essentially the price paid for the use of someone else's money over a period of when banks received deposit money from 2 or more depositors in joint accounts. How banks are justified in reporting the entire interest paid on such deposits as that of the first depositors alone in 26 AS or AAS to Income Tax Department. When RBI says money belongs to all depositors, interest paid on that money by banks also belongs to all legally. When both or all are independent income tax assessee and PAN details available as Know Your Customer KYC, whatever interest paid is accounted in all PAN numbers when RBI clearly stated that money belongs to both or all in joint deposits. Question number 2. The true intention of the government is to catch all tax evaders who deposited in banks as high value transactions. No objections, and we truly appreciate. But when existing deposits for 1 to 10 years which were reported in 26 AS and AAS for the last 1 to 10 years when renewed or banks justified to include as SFT during the year from all sources was 0 under time deposit year. Now let us critically examine the accounting truth or principles. When a customer deposits any money, when banks accept that money, it becomes a liability in the books of the bank. No longer it is customer's money, it is bank's money, which is classified as time liabilities and demand liabilities based on the duration of the deposits. And this fund, banks are free to use the funds as they like and pays interest periodically. No need to get consent of the customers because it is bank's money and it is bank borrowings. Now, the procedure followed by banks for renewal on date of maturity is normally they debit the special fixed deposit head and credit overdue deposit, and on the day of renewal it is debited to overdue deposit and it is credited to special fixed deposit, because there is no change in terms of deposit except duration, not routed through depositors account in many cases. How then banks are justified to report as time deposits purchased when it is not routed through the account? Number 2, even if it is routed through the account, it is not borrower's money, it is the bank's borrowings that is renewed. Number 5, when reports purchase of time deposits, question number 5. When SFT says time deposits purchased, how banks are justified in clubbing demand liabilities like value added services extended to savings bank accounts as short-term deposits? For example, many banks introduce schemes like if there is an excess over 35,000 in savings bank account, the amount in thousands are automatically transferred to liquid deposit for a period more than 7 days and closed and credited automatically when the balance falls below 35,000. How banks are justified in clubbing all these demand deposits as high value deposits when 1 or 2 deposits exceeds rupees 10 lakhs under the time deposits? Now, the exact word purchase of time deposits. Government is interested in knowing whether the source of fund is unaccounted, black money or genuine transactions. Normally, any source of fund, there are 2 important sources. Either it should have been deposited as a cash. Number 2, it should have been it has come to the bank by way of transfer to the savings bank or current account. But many experts have failed to recognize there is also a third source, that is bank themselves by way of loan or by way of renewal of the existing deposits which has been already reported in income tax department. So the question truth and truth alone is, when existing term deposits already reported to income tax in previous years in 26 AS or AAS, when renewed under the same contract for the same amount or even little enhanced amount, should not find a place in AAS, as fresh deposits from fresh funds during the financial year alone should be reported. Similarly, any short-term funds opened and closed from the savings bank automatically and credited back within the financial year cannot be reported as fresh time deposit purchased, as it is only a demand deposit in the books of financial institution. In my case, what has actually happened was, when the original 23 lakhs was renewed in February, and after 10 days it was closed and renewed for 444 days, the system clubbed these two as 23 plus 23 is equal to 46 lakhs, and along with demand deposits lighter vein. As our bank has confirmed to Income Tax Department that we have purchased time deposits to the tune of rupees 48.61 lakhs in financial year 2024-25 in writing, if I demand to bank to close those deposits premature and credit rupees 48.61 lakhs to pay 30% tax and 3% cess as income tax, now will they oblige? To summarize, number 1, when joint deposits with 2 or more people with mandate, both or either a survivor or anyone or survivor, the money belongs to all as per RBI guidelines. Hence, the interest paid by financial institutions should be reported equally in 26 AS to Income Tax Department, instead of reporting the entire income as that of first depositor. Number 2, when existing time deposits are renewed, it should not find a place in AAS, as the income was received as bank borrowings in the year of deposit, which has already been reported by financial institutions in 26 AAS and 26 AS and AAS in the previous years. Number 3, it is immaterial whether the existing deposits was transferred at the GL head level or if it is credited to the party's account and renewed. As long as the entire amount is renewed, it should not find a place in AAS. Finally, those senior citizens, please, for the current year, please see your annual information statement as well as 26 AS, and if you find that high value transactions are reported under the head SFT, please take up with your auditor, or when you are filing by self, please report this income under the exempted income so that you are not called upon for explanation. Fate of senior citizens, don't worry, I am also on trial. Thank you very much. Your expert views are solicited.